this works, your success is not predicated on what people do. It is not predicated on what people do or what people don't do. God is going to use whoever it is that he needs to use for that vision to come to pass, because that vision is there. It is already an appointed time for us to actually go out and empower and enrich and educate 1 million customers. Okay? So look at this. The self-confidence. This is you now building up belief in yourself. This is now you building up the faith in yourself. It says, I know that I have the ability. Number one, it says, I know that I have the ability to achieve the object of my definite purpose. Do you know that we have the ability, ladies and gentlemen, to empower and enrich and educate 1 million customers? If you believe that, type a 777 in the chat. If you know that we have the ability to do that, okay, type a 777 in the chat. All right. Therefore, I demand of myself persistent, continuous action. See, guys, it's the persistent action that you take. Because I know the end result, because I know it's already done, I'm going to be persistent. I'm going to be consistent within the activities that are necessary in order for me to succeed. All right. I will demand of myself persistent, continuous action towards its attainment, and I here now promise to render such action. Who are you making that promise to? You're making that promise to yourself. Okay? Watch this. It says, I realize, and the reason why I'm curving this, guys, because a lot of times, I've seen this now. Some people, you may have had success in the business, but you're not really sure how you did it. You don't really know how it happened. All right? That's not necessarily a bad thing, but now you need to know how you did it. You need to know, you need to be able to re-engineer it back and say, okay, this is what it is that I did. This is how I was feeling. This is the work that I actually put in. And most importantly, this is how I was believing. All right? Watch this. It says, I realized that the dominating thoughts of my mind will eventually reproduce itself in physical action, in outward physical action. It's saying that the thoughts that you have, the vision that you have, if you make that the dominating thought, it is now going to what? Reproduce itself, eventually reproduce itself in outward physical action. Well, and for something to be reproduced, ladies and gentlemen, it first has to be produced. And it's produced in your mind through those dominating thoughts that you have. See, this is where you've got to decide that you're not going to be distracted. Okay? This is where you decide that you're not going to be distracted, ladies and gentlemen. All right? It is going to now, right, reproduce itself in outward physical action and gradually transform themselves into physical reality. Guys, 4 years ago when we got started, the company had 1,500 people in the company. Today is hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people in the company. There was a dominating thought that Christopher Terry had. There was a dominating thought that Jason Brown and Matt Rosen had. It was a dominating thought that the leaders that were here had in their minds. And then it gradually, transformed itself into physical action, and now it's transformed into physical reality. You have to concentrate your thoughts 30 minutes daily upon the task of thinking of the person that you intend to become. Who is the leader that you intend to become? How does that leader walk? How does that leader talk? How does that leader lead an organization? How does that leader do a presentation? How does that leader prospect people? Okay? How does that leader dress? How does that leader, what is the aura of the person that you intend to become? Okay? Thereby creating in my mind a clear mental picture of that person. Watch this. I know through the principle of autosuggestion, any desire that I persistently hold in my mind will eventually seek expression through some practical means. See, ladies and gentlemen, we have found the practical means. We know what this opportunity has done. This company, guys, it's just fortunate for other companies that we can't really promote what it is that we've done. We can't point and say, look at the amount of millionaires that we've actually created. But guys, it's in the hundreds of people that have become millionaires. Dare I say, in the thousands of people that have become millionaires through this educational platform. People can say, oh, well, it doesn't work. What do you mean it doesn't work? Thousands of people have become financially free because they decided to be a part of this company. But guess what? You start to listen to what somebody else says versus what it is that's already happened, and more importantly, where it is that we're actually going. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about this. It's very, very important. I'm going to talk about that here in a little bit when I talk about leadership. All right? I know through the principle of auto-suggestion, any desire that I persistently hold in my mind will eventually seek expression in some practical means, all right, of attaining the object back of it. So I will devote 10 minutes daily of demanding of myself the development of self-confidence. Look at this. It says, I've clearly written down my vision, all right, my vision for my life. And I will never stop trying until I've developed sufficient self-confidence for its attainment. Now watch this, ladies and gentlemen. It says, I fully realize that no wealth or position can long endure unless built upon truth and justice. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been in business now for 7 years. To my knowledge, there was nobody else. There was no other company in the industry of network marketing that was successfully combined the network marketing industry and the Forex market. IM Mastery Academy, those of you that are part of this company, the leaders that are part of this company, and every single customer, every single person that's watching right now, you made this company the talk of the world of networking. The entire world of network marketing is talking about IM Mastery Academy. I want you to understand that. We're the very first to make it cool, for people to see that, man, this can actually work. There were people that I talked to about this business in the very beginning that didn't get involved, and 2, 3, 4 years later they said, man, David, I missed it. Man, David, I should have got involved with you 4 years ago. David, I should have got involved with you 2 years from now. They're going to say that 3 years from now. They're going to say that 10 years from now. It doesn't matter. But guys, let me explain something to you. Just because the mere fact that you as a company, us as a company, has made this what it is, it doesn't mean that other people are not going to now come in and try and do what it is that we've done. But see, what you have to understand is you have to have an abundant mindset. See, that's what leaders do. Leaders have an abundant mindset. Leaders don't compete. Leaders create. See, a lot of people look at competition as a bad thing. I don't necessarily look at it as a bad thing, even though I don't compete. I look at competition as an opportunity for me to grow. It's an opportunity for me to get better. Let's pull up this slide here. I put something together here for you guys to see, for you to understand. Look at this, guys. Apple versus Samsung. All right? Look at that, guys. Apple, multi-billion-dollar corporation. Microsoft, multi-billion-dollar corporation. Samsung, multi-billion-dollar corporation. They're all in the same field. They're all in the same field, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? You see Apple, I think Apple and Samsung, they were in a lawsuit, right? They were in a lawsuit, right? They were going back and forth. Then they finally, they had a settlement. I don't know who won. Was it Samsung who won? Was it Android who won? Was it iPhone who won? They're still in business today. They're still thriving in their own lane. Look at McDonald's, Burger King. Burger King, multi-billion-dollar corporation. McDonald's, multi-billion-dollar corporation. Okay. I don't need to compete with someone else. I don't need to compare and say, oh, this is better than that. No, okay, well, you want McDonald's, go have a Happy Meal. You want it your way, go have it your way at Burger King. Completely up to you. All right, you want Whataburger? Me personally, I like Whataburger. I haven't had Whataburger in a long time, but from what I remember, it tastes really good. You got Wendy's, you got Chick-fil-A, now do you see? Oh man! But guys, here's what happens though. You're gonna have people that are part of other companies, and they're gonna try and attack IM Mastery Academy. They're gonna try and tear down what it is that we built. Okay, to my knowledge, there's no company that we tore down to build what it is that we have. When I left my last company, I knew nothing about IM Mastery Academy. It was not part of my plans. I did not leave one company to join IM Mastery Academy. I didn't go to and start calling people in that company, start approaching people in that company, because I knew what this thing said. It said, I fully realize that no wealth or position can long endure unless built upon truth and justice. Therefore, I will engage in no transaction which does not benefit all whom it affects. See? Because I had learned that. I knew that me trying to tear somebody else down to build myself up, even if I did it for a short period of time, it wasn't going to last. And guys, I've seen this before. And I'll just be 100 with you. There was a company some years ago, Artists International. Huge organization, huge company, doing great. African Americans doing it absolutely amazing. And then another company came in. They didn't join that company. They started their own Organo coffee company. And guess what? Leaders over there started recruiting people from that company. And I was guilty of that too. Started recruiting people from that company. Oh, look, we're better than this company. We got a better compensation plan. We got better this, we got better that, we got better this, we got better that. Remember this, whatever you do to someone else, and I hope you're watching. Yeah, I hope you're watching. Whatever you do to someone else, it'll be done to you too. And we had success. Everybody was winning. Oh, man, we're number one. We had the ones up. We're number one. We're the best. Blah, 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 blah. And a few years later, guess what? Another company came in. They didn't want to build. They didn't want to build with you. Nope, they started their own company, TLC. TLC, guess what they did? Every single week, I was getting a phone call. That company was recruiting somebody from OG. They were poaching. They were attacking the company, going after it. And before you knew it, same thing. Whatever you do to someone else, be done to you too. Every single time. So I've learned from the past, okay? No transaction. No transaction. I will engage in no transaction that does not benefit all whom it concerns. I promise you this. If that is your aim to try and tear other people down in order for you to grow, it's going to come back and bite you. I guarantee it. But guess what, guys? We've got to take care of home. We've got to take care of home. As leaders, you cannot be engaged in any transaction that's going to hurt the company. Okay? I got word recently of some things that are happening in this company that I was just really embarrassed about. Okay? Listen, guys, I know you want to hit your ranks. I know you want to go P1. I know you want to become a P2. I know you want to go chairman. I know you want to become successful, but I want you to do it the right way. I want you to do it the right way. There's no need to fraud the company. There's no need to scam. There's no need to scheme and try to figure out a quicker way and a shorter way. It's not going to work. Okay? Listen, guys, you can't buy fake accounts. You can't buy fake accounts. You can't put fake people in on Monday so you can close out a particular rank because you know the company's going to pay you. You know the company's generous and they're going to pay you for that rank and then refund it on Wednesday or Thursday. You can't do that. Do you know why you can't do that? Besides the fact that it's wrong, what you're doing is you're hurting the relationship between the company and the merchant. Remember, I told you it's a leadership call. I'm not talking to you like you're a baby on this call because you need to know. And if I've told the leaders, and for whatever reason that is not getting down to them, well, I'm telling you directly. So if a leader comes to you and says, oh, buy these accounts through Skrill or whatever, and then we'll charge it back so you can hit the rank, tell them David said, no, we can't do that. Okay? Got to take care of home, ladies and gentlemen. Got to take care of home. Because guess what, guys? A lot of times companies don't fail because of what's going on the outside. They fail because of what's going on the inside. They implode. Got to build it with integrity, ladies and gentlemen. See, that's what leadership is. See, leadership is the integrity of your business. What's the integrity of your business? What's the character of the leader? Okay, what's the work ethic of the leader? What's the positive mental attitude? See, guys, it's easy to be positive when everything is going great. When everything's Gucci, right? People are signing up. Everybody's going chairman, right? When people are going chairman like every minute, you were all excited, you were all pumped up. Then you face with a little bit of challenge. Man, I don't know what's going on, man. What's really happening, man? I don't really know what's really going on, man. What's really going? Why weren't you saying that when people were getting involved? Okay? Why don't you say it? Guys, what company do you know? What organization do you know that just grows all the time? It just grows and grows and grows. No, guys, it doesn't work like that. Trading, it doesn't work like that. Investing, it doesn't work like that. In business, it doesn't work like that. You've got what we call, as a leader, you've got what we call correction points in building this business, ladies and gentlemen. I am, right? You look at 2016. Where was the company in 2016? Compared to where it's at now in 2020. But guess what, guys? It goes like this, right? It goes like this, goes like this, right? And here, every time it goes down, here's a correction point. Here's a correction point. Here's a correction point. Here's a correction point, right? And those correction points are for you to correct what you were doing wrong. It is to make you aware of how you can get better as a company, as a leader. What do we need to work on? What do we need to get better as a company, as leaders in the field? But if you look at it, right, it's still, it's up, it's down, right, correction point, right? But if you look at it, it's going up. But you're so short-sighted, right? Guys, listen, this is a challenge. We're talking about doing something that's never been done before. Right? We're talking about doing something that's never been done before. Yeah, we've seen companies grow 20, 30 years, be in business 20, 30 years, but not in the field of Forex, not in the field of education. This is the first network marketing company to apply education, especially in the financial world. It's never been done before. There's going to be challenges. There are going to be people that come and people that go. That's part of business, part of life. You talk to any pastor, you talk to anybody who's ever grown an organization, you think everybody that was with them in the beginning is with them now? That's ludicrous for you to think like that. You're at Platinum 600 right now. Listen, the people that took you to Platinum 600, they're not taking you to P1000. The people that took you to P1000, they're not taking you to P2. The people that took you to P2, they're not going to take you to P5. People that took you to P5, they're not going to take you to Chairman 10. That's with every single rank, ladies and gentlemen. So as a leader, your work ethic, the consistency of your work ethic has to be there. Has to be there. Right? So your belief in yourself, ladies and gentlemen, that's you building up your self-confidence, and I use this formula to actually do that. All right? But check this out. This is another thing we got to clean up as a company right here. All right? Let me see if it's getting a little hot in here. Okay? Let me show you guys something here. Here's another thing we got to clean up. All right? You still hear me? All right. That's right. Got to take this jacket off. All right. Okay? Here's another thing we got to clean up. All right? Here's another correction point. All right? Here it is. All right? Because now, we've now got to move, this is the other side of the pyramid of belief, to others. Okay? To others. It says, I fully realize that no wealth or position can long endure unless built upon truth and justice. Okay? Therefore, I will engage in no transaction which does not benefit all whom it affects. I will succeed by attracting to myself the forces I wish to use, and the cooperation, and the what? And the cooperation, are you reading this? Of other people, of others. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say this, I'm going to give it to you straight. A house divided cannot and will not stand. If you're beefing with this leader, beefing with this organization, that person did this person did that, I promise you, it's only a matter of time for it to fall apart. It's one thing for people on the outside to attack. It's another thing for us to attack each other. It's another thing for us not to cooperate with each other. It's another thing for us not to talk to each other. There are different organizations. There are different leaders. There are different styles of leadership. There's different styles of building this business. I have loved watching the difference in this company compared to my past experiences where everybody looked the same, everybody dressed the same, everybody spoke the same way. And I realized that that's not the way to lead. You've got to give people the freedom to be who it is that they are and become successful being who it is that they are, even though they still need to grow, even though they still need to develop, just like I need to develop, just like I need to grow. Guess what? You need to grow, you need to develop as well. But ladies and gentlemen, if you want this to be here a year from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, whatever issues you have with another party, I am going, not for me, for you. Okay? Not for me, but for us. If you want this thing, what we've created, a lot of you were here in the very beginning. Okay? A lot of you were here in the very beginning. If you want this to continue to go and continue to grow, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I will succeed by attracting to myself the forces I wish to use and the cooperation of others. And the cooperation of others. I will induce others to serve me because of my willingness to serve others. See, guys, it's easy to serve people in your organization. We're talking about leadership now. It's easy to serve people that are in your organization. Why? Because you benefit from them. But why don't you go and serve where there's no financial benefit? And when you're serving where there's no financial benefit, it doesn't mean that you don't follow protocol. I've had conversations with Matt Rosa about this. Me and Matt, we've had some conversations about this. All right? And so listen, if someone in Matt's organization that Matt is working with, that a chairman that Matt has brought up or Jason has brought up, if they reach out to me, I'm not going to reach out to them. That's not protocol. I'm not going to reach out to them and say, hey, I'm going to do a call with you. I'm not going to do that. That's disrespectful to Matt and to Jason. So if they reach out to me and they say, hey, David, can you do a call for my group? It happens all the time. My response to every single last one of them, watch this, even to leaders that are in my business, if a chairman 10 or a chairman 25 or a chairman 50 reaches out to me and says, hey, David, can you do a call? David, can you do a meeting? First thing I say is, hey, who's your chairman 100? Talking to the leaders now. Hey, let's get on the phone. Make sure it's okay with your chairman 100 that I do this call. Matter of fact, I would like for them to be on the call as well. See, that's cooperation. Yes, I know you want to help. Yes, I know you want to serve. Yes, I know your heart is in the right place. But guess what? We still got to follow protocol because we still have to respect who is serving in that organization. Because guess what? They may be teaching something that maybe you're not teaching. Doesn't mean that what they're teaching is wrong. It just may be different from what you're teaching. And you don't want to come in and confuse people based on what you're teaching versus what it is that they're teaching. Cooperation. Okay? We have to come together as a company. The leaders have to come together as a company. Okay? From a corporate standpoint, from the field standpoint, if we want this thing to continue to grow, unity has to play a role, a major role in it. Unity doesn't mean we're not going to have conflicts. Unity doesn't mean that there won't be challenges that come up. Absolutely there will be. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? As a leader, here's another characteristic you want to have. You want to be great communicators. You want to be great communicators. Communicate with that leader. I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to challenge you. I want you to challenge, I'm going to challenge you, and then I want you to challenge if this information is correct. I challenge this information. Okay? Listen, whatsoever things ye desire when you pray, when you speak words, believe that you receive it, meaning see it, visualize. All right? Believe. All right? Whatever things you desire when you pray, believe. Okay? That's the first thing I do. You have to believe it. Then it says that you need to receive it. Receiving is gratitude. Receiving is having the right emotions. Okay? Then it says you will have it. But later on it says when you stand praying, forgive. So the only thing that messes up your belief from working is if you have aught with someone else and you haven't forgiven them. Your belief can't work if you have aught. If the cooperation with others is not there. If the forgiveness is not there. I've got to ask you this. Whatever it is that was said, whatever it is that was done, is that greater than the vision? Is it more important than the vision? Because if it is, then hold on to it. If it is, hold on to that grudge. Hold on to that problem. If it's more important than us empowering and enriching and educating 1 million customers. What if 30,000 of those 1 million customers are supposed to be in your organization? What if that's $600,000 a month of income that you're supposed to be earning, 30,000 out of 1 million, 3% of the entire vision, but because you have a grudge, because you can't forgive, you miss out on that. Because a house divided can't stand. This is not my law. That is the law. It's the law. Okay? All right? Guys, we're going to get to where it is that we want to go. I promise you we're going to get there. We're going to get there. And the reason why I'm invested in this, guys, for me, it has everything to do with belief in leadership. I know Chris Terry is doing what he has to do. I know he has a very generous heart. Okay? I know the people on the back end. I know Kyle Lowe. I know Brandon Scott. I know Dawn in compliance. I know a lot of you don't like Dawn in compliance, but I love Dawn in compliance because Dawn, guess what? She's protecting the company. We've got to protect the house. Is that car more important than the vision? The car you want to post, is it more important than the vision? The jewelry that you want to post, right? Is that more important than the vision? All right? Is you being you? Right? I just gotta be me, man. I'm just me. Is that more important than us empowering, enriching, educating 1 million customers? Is that more important than you getting the Champion 500? Is that more important than you becoming a millionaire, a multi-millionaire, cash, like millions in the bank? Not you make $1 million a year, but you have millions of dollars in the bank. 20, 30 million in the bank. Is you being you that more important than the vision? I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. See, guys, we know the work. The work is not the issue. We know the work. The work is prospect. Expose the business. You're so worried about who goes when there's 7 billion people on the planet. You know what I do when people go? I wish them well. Okay? A lot of times it's difficult because you see they're attacking your group or they're attacking your company, but I try to remember, hey, do good to those that try and hurt you. I try to remember that. It's hard. It's not easy to do. Sometimes, trust me, I want to go back at them. I got some stuff to say too, but I got to remember they can't give it that much energy. Can't give it that much energy. There are going to be other companies that pop up. Wish them well. All right? Wish them well. I told Chris a long time ago, I said, Chris, one day there's going to be over 1,000 companies that are in Forex and network marketing. If we do it right, If we go out and do what it is that we say we want to do, of course other people are going to want to copy. So I'm not going to get in a battle with who's better or who. No, I'm not going to do that. I let the results speak for itself. Look at the results of what this company has actually accomplished. People say, well, the products don't work. What do you mean the products? Do you not see all these millionaires? Are you blind? That's what you should tell them. Like, are you blind? I mean, I get that you want to go do something else, but why do you have to talk bad about a place that you were just at? That's still winning, that's still thriving, that's still making a difference in other people's lives. Okay? Guys, you got to understand what I'm talking about here. All right? Because of my willingness to serve others, watch this, I will eliminate hatred, envy, jealousy, selfishness, and cynicism by developing love for all humanity. It's easy to love people that are in your group, but can you love people that are not in your group? Can you love people that are not in your company? Can you love people that are not in your industry? Okay. I promise you this, guys. We're not, us reaching our goal or not reaching the goal is not going to be because of what somebody else did. It's not going to be because of what someone else did or what someone else didn't do. It's not going to be because someone decided to go do something else and they succeeded or they didn't succeed. It's not going to be because of that. It's going to be because we didn't focus on our vision. It's going to be because we didn't focus on the work that we needed to do. We didn't focus on the 7 billion people on the planet. We didn't do what we needed to do on the corporate back end. We didn't make sure that we did things the right way within the company. That's the only thing that can stop us. It's not what someone else does. It's what we do. It's what we do as leaders. That's why I'm 1,000% confident that we'll reach our goal of 1 million customers. Do we need to tighten up some stuff from a corporate standpoint? Absolutely. But we got to make sure we're not doing anything that can be detrimental to corporate being able to do what they need to do. Buying fake accounts? Yes, that's one thing you can't do. Okay? Can't do that. Can't engage in those transactions. Okay? Everything doesn't have to be fast. You don't have to go chairman in 2 days. You don't have to, listen, you're going to hit ranks. You're going to fall back. That's all part of growth. I heard a long time ago, trees don't grow to the sky. Right? And when he said that, I was like, wow, that's true. But I added something to it. Trees don't grow to the sky, but guess what? I can plant new trees. So I can have a whole forest. I don't need 1 tree or 2 trees or 3 trees. I can have 10, 20, 100, 500. And there's no limitation to the amount of seed that I can plant because my words are seeds. My presentation is a seed. Okay? Because of my willingness to serve others, okay, I will eliminate hatred, envy, jealousy, selfishness, cynicism by developing love for all humanity because I know a negative attitude towards others can never bring me success. I will cause others to believe in me because I will believe in them and myself. I will believe in them and myself. What's your goal here, guys? What's really your goal? Is your goal to make a difference in other people's lives? Or is your goal to make a difference in their lives as long as they benefit you? Because then that's not a leader. If it only benefits you, then that's not leadership. Okay? The right attitude, the right aura, the right energy that you put out into this universe is going to come back to you. We got work to do. 2020 has been an incredible year. We've seen a record amount of people succeed utilizing the educational platform. I'm so proud of the educators that we have. They're amazing people. They have helped more people than they can even imagine. The Go Live platform, all the different softwares that we have, no other company has what it is that we have. Doesn't mean that we're better or whatever. It doesn't mean any of that. It just means that they don't have what we have. They don't have what we have, and that's okay. We've inspired other people to say now, hey, this works. Congratulations. But guess what? We're not laying down on our laurels and said, okay, that's it. No, we're getting better. Coming out with drop shipping education. We got so many softwares. We got some of the best educators in the entire world. The value of what we have is tremendous. Be confident in that. Believe in that. Okay? Belief is everything, ladies and gentlemen. Because when you believe, you're going to go out and take the proper action. There's 7 billion people on this planet. Our goal is 1 million. Just 1 million of them. Just 1 million. A million seconds ago was 12 days ago. A billion seconds ago was 32 years ago. A billion seconds. That means that 7 billion seconds ago is 32 times 7. 32 years times 7. That's all right. So no one's stopping you from going live. No one's stopping you from doing presentations. No one's stopping you from doing Zooms. No one's stopping you from doing home meetings. No one's stopping you from doing hotel meetings. I'm so proud. I saw Nate and Josh. They had a meeting yesterday. I mean, close to 1,000 people showed up. Morgan did an event here. 300-400 people showed up, right? This thing's starting to open up. A lot of times people don't realize the event system that we have. The event system that we have is one of the biggest reasons why we grow. Well, because of COVID, we haven't really been able to do that. What do you think is going to happen in 2021 when we have our convention? We're going to have 30,000 people in that room, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what? Other people can succeed. Other companies can succeed. Amway can continue to do well. Mary Kay can continue to do well. Legal Shield can continue to do well. You saw the slide? Apple is doing well. Samsung is doing well. Success is like the ocean, ladies and gentlemen. The abundance, you got to have the abundant mindset. When you're looking to compete, it means that you have a lack of the abundant mindset, ladies and gentlemen. I need someone else to fail for me to succeed. That's not an abundant mindset. You can win, and I can still win too. Well, I got to win more than them. Well, guess what? If you win more than them, I promise you someone else is winning more than you. So now what? Right? We say Jeff Bezos is the richest man in the world. I promise you there's some sultan or some African somewhere laughing, saying, 200 million, 200 billion, what's that? Nothing. They just don't publicize it. Okay? They just don't publicize it. So get rid of the lack. Get rid of that mindset. Have an abundant mindset. It's like the Atlantic Ocean. I jump in the Atlantic Ocean, you jump in there too, and I say, no, get up. There's not enough water for everybody. It's stupid. Okay? We can get to our goals, guys, doing what we've got to do in-house. Okay? Doing what we've got to do in-house. All right? Now, I forgot to give you one last flyer. Myself, this week, leading up to the convention, all right, Justin, if you're watching, you can post this in the Chairman 25 chat or post it in the I Am Cash Millionaire chat. Maybe Quinn can get it and put it on here. I'm going to be doing live opportunity calls, okay, all throughout this week here, 5 p.m., 7 p.m., I believe it's Eastern Standard Time. Okay? I think Justin sent it to me. All right. I have it in my other phone. But it's 5 p.m., 7 p.m., Eastern Standard Time, live opportunity calls. Leaders are going to be blitzing all throughout this week. Let's go ahead and invite like crazy for these opportunity calls. Leading up until the convention that's happening the 6th through the 8th. Okay? You got to understand the seasons of building your business. Right now, we're in the winter. And in the winter, you get prepared. That's what you do in the winter. You get prepared and you continue to plant. You plant and prepare. You plant and prepare, getting ready for the harvest season, which is going to be March, April, May. The work that you do now, ladies and gentlemen, the work that you do now that you can't see, right? The planting that you're doing now, that you're putting in the ground that you can't see right now, you're going to see the harvest of it come January, come February, late February, March, April, May, that's when you're going to see it. But the vision requires you to be focused, and it requires you to lead. Okay? It requires you to focus, and it requires you to lead. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, this call, I wanted to just give it to you guys 100%, treat you guys like the leaders that you are. Okay? We've got what it is that we need to get this thing done. Okay? And I know that you can. I know that you can. So type a 777 in the chat if you're ready to rock and roll this week right here. I'm sure your leaders have Zoom calls, opportunity calls they're going to be doing. You want to do that as well. You want to make sure that you are showing the plan, all right, at least 1 to 2 times a day right now, right? With Zoom, you can do that 1 to 2 times a day. You're showing the plan every single day. Let's go out there. Let's make this thing happen. And let's go out there, guys. Let's empower, okay, enrich, and educate 1 million customers, okay? If you are I am, I want you to type I am in the chat. We're able to get some music. Type some I ams in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you guys so much. I know we went a little bit over today, but I thought it was important for us to get this thing in there, all right? Love you guys. We'll see you soon. Go ahead and celebrate. Couldn't get any music, but go ahead and celebrate where it is that you are, all right? See you guys soon. That's good.